This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. Skeleton remains and a wig found in St. Catherine. Skeleton remains were found by police in bushes in Bellas Gate district in Old Harbour, St. Catherine on Sunday afternoon. Police believe the remains are that of a female as a wig was found near the scene. Police were earlier today at the scene conducting investigations, but were tight-lipped when contacted by the news. The police say information will be released shortly. Ex-prisoner shot dead in Rivoli. Police were earlier at the scene of a murder in Rivoli, Spanish Town, St. Catherine, where a man was shot dead by gunmen in the community. The deceased, who has been identified only by his alias Lico, is said to have recently returned from prison. It is reported that several gunshots were heard in the community. Police quickly responded and found the body of the now deceased. More details to follow. President of India now in Jamaica for state visit. President of the Republic of India, Ram Nath Kovind, has arrived in Jamaica for a 4-day state visit. He was met at the Norman Manley International Airport in Kingston this afternoon by Prime Minister Andrew Holness and other dignitaries. This is the first time an Indian president is visiting Jamaica. The visit comes as Jamaica celebrates 60 years of political independence and also marks 60 years of diplomatic relations between Jamaica and India. Andrew chef charged for assault during dispute. 39-year-old chef and a construction worker, Nigel Naughty, has been charged with illegal possession of firearm and ammunition, assault at common law, and discharging a firearm within 40 yards of a public thoroughfare. The police report that 2 women and his girlfriend had a dispute. His girlfriend then left the scene. Shortly after, Naughty, armed with a handgun, reportedly came to the location and fired several gunshots before escaping in the area, according to the police. Naughty, who is from Colburn Gardens in St. Andrew, later went to the Hunts Bay police station and was accosted and placed into custody at the Duhaney Park police station. He was subsequently charged following a question and answer interview. His court date is being finalized. 73 post offices connected to the internet. The Post and the Telecommunications Department has connected 73 post offices island-wide to the internet as it works to automate its services in a bid to transform into a modern, agile postal services provider. Minister of Science, Energy and Technology Darrell Vaz noted that Jamaica Post also continues its acquisition and adoption of a counter-automated system to promote efficient, transparent, and accountable service delivery, as well as facilitate interconnectivity of administrative and operational functions across locations. He also noted that the department has developed its own freight forwarding service, Click and Ship, to facilitate online shopping. In response to the surge in demand for e-commerce services, Jamaica Post has increased its collection locations. Users of the service now have not 23, but 46 locations island-wide from which items can be collected, he said. Headquartered at South Camp Kingston, Jamaica Post, which is a department of the Science, Energy and Technology Ministry, manages the island's network of nearly 600 post offices and postal agencies. Vaz was making his contribution to the 2022-2023 sectorial debate in the House of Representatives on May 10. In the meantime, Vaz informed that another of the ministry's entities, eLearning Jamaica Company Limited, is supporting the Statistical Institute of Jamaica in the digitalization of the 2022 population and housing census. This, he said, is being done through the provision of tablets, charging cards, projectors, and power banks for use in the execution of the census. To date, 7,525 tablets, 40 charging cards, and 4,000 power banks have been secured. The tablets are being loaded with the census and other needed software for effective data gathering, Vaz said. 3 charged with robbing safe full of money. 3 people, including a woman, who are implicated in the robbery of a safe containing more than $2.7 million, were remanded in custody when they appeared in the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court on Wednesday. Sasha Gay Davidson is charged along with Dennis Bartley and Dwayne Williams for conspiracy to larceny from dwelling and larceny from the dwelling. The court heard that a caution statement recorded from Bartley indicated that he was contacted by Davidson to work for her and was given the keys for her house. Bartley stated that he was transported to the location by Williams to retrieve the safe containing the money, along with a passport belonging to the complainant. Davidson allegedly was involved in a relationship with the complainant. When the matter was mentioned before Senior Parish Judge Lorian Cole Montague, only Williams entered a not guilty plea. Attorney at law Zara Lewis represented Williams, while Mark Wallen represented Davidson. The accused were remanded in custody until June 13, as the judge requested their criminal records. They were also made subjects of a fingerprint order. It is also anticipated that on that date a bail application will be made for Williams. College student tells how he and the 6 others became marooned by flood waters. It could have happened to anyone, said 22-year-old Bertram Calvert of Thursday evening's Brush with Danger. He, his 19-year-old sister, and 5 friends had to be airlifted to safety after floodwaters left them marooned in a Montego Bay community. On Friday, the young man and his mother, Anjanelle Powell, sought to explain what decisions led up to the incident that raised many eyebrows, as it came mere weeks after 2 members of another family drowned in the city. Calvert explained to the news that he often goes for a swim in the river during the summer when the taps run dry. Thursday was special, as the outing was a way to spend the time with his younger sister and her friends before he leaves for a work and a travel trip this Saturday. I know that people will ask why were we at the river while it was raining and all of that. It is just a situation where we were not prepared or we weren't aware of the environment, so it took us by surprise. It could have happened to anyone, stated Calvert. He said they got to the river at 10 a.m. and decided to leave soon after 2 p.m. when they noticed the water was becoming rough and the sky bleak. But a sudden gush of water left them marooned on a patch of land. Calvert told his mother, who called him on her way home from work, that they were stuck and she called the police. The group members were about 12-minute walk from the main road and the rescuers had trouble finding them. It was about 5 p.m. when they were finally spotted, but the rescuers had no way of getting to them. By then, Powell was also at the scene. As she waited for her children's rescue, she was struck by how quickly things had changed from that morning when she gave them permission to go for a swim. When it began to rain where she was, she checked on them, but it was still sunny where they were. As she waited, she tried to keep it together so her children would not panic. She watched as her son led the group in song and prayer. They appeared in good spirits, though the waters were rising around them. I prayed for them before the emergency team arrived, just to give them a sense of ease, said Calvert, who is a second-year hotel and resort management student at the University of Technology. He has been a Christian for more than 7 years. He and the others were finally rescued by members of the Jamaica Defense Force with support from firefighters on the ground. A grateful Calvert was overjoyed to see his mother when the aircraft touched down in an open lot. The mother and the son have heaped praises on everyone who played a role in the rescue. Their ordeal took place on the same day the St. James Municipal Corporation recognized the rescuers who saved Beres and Shannon Walters from floodwaters that claimed the lives of 12-year-old Janelle Walters and her 68-year-old grandmother Beryl on April 19. The corporation also that day officially ended its search to recover the elderly woman's remains. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.